Guys, what is up? Welcome back. Another day in the garage. Today is the day that this thing actually starts. Now, it's been built, I know I had a hiatus. You could do so away from YouTube, but I did not stop building on this thing. So this is what it looks like now with all of the fairings on it. All right, so you guys have now seen what it looks like. It looks good, actually. I was concerned about the gray and the red, but actually it turned out pretty nice. So I do have the laptop out for good reason. I have distilled water because I will be throwing distilled water into the cooling system. So what that's going to be doing is as it heats up, it's going to be moving through the engine. It's going to be taking out any of the old coolant with it, possibly some gunk that might have built up, but this engine had very, very low miles on it. I might add some vinegar in there. Vinegar is acidic, but it's not harsh. So it's not going to ruin any of the seals. It's not going to corrode the aluminum. And then rinse it out again one more time with fresh distilled water, and then we'll put engine ice in there as the cooling fluid. Now I got the laptop out because I will be using my old tune for my white FZ1. My white FZ1, okay, is pretty much the same mock-up, or was the same mock-up as the raffle bike. The raffle bike has a little bit extra. It has a ported head and, well, slightly ported head, and it has the cams degreed. Hopefully I did those correctly. I did take a lot of time doing it. Anyways, even if this was a pure straight mock-up of my white FZ1, minus having the head done and the degree in the cams, you would still need a dyno tune because every engine is different, okay? And you want it to perform very well. So to get every bit of power and reliability out of it, you would need a dyno tune. The last thing is I do need to put some fuel in there so that way the fuel pump's not running dry, and of course we want to hear it kick over, it needs fuel. The other thing is I will be putting all the fluids in. It already has oil. I will be doing an oil change after everything's said and done. I didn't want to do an oil change right now. Something go wrong, have to take it apart. Didn't want to do that. So, all right, let's go ahead and load up this dyno tune. You guys want to see my password? No. So before we grab the laptop and insert the tune, we're going to go ahead and put some fuel into the tank. That way the pump is not running dry. All right. Woo. Got gas on my fingers. And all right, so now it's time to go ahead. We're going to grab the laptop and we're going to go ahead and insert one of the old tunes from the white FZ1. Now, forgot, this thing is touchscreen. There we go. Yeah, it's nice having some new tech. For those of you who don't have a Power Commander 5, and for some of you that do have a Power Commander 5 but don't know this little thing, if you have a Power Commander 5 only, not the ignition module, you can go ahead, plug it in, and it'll start syncing, communicating with your laptop. If you have an ignition module with your Power Commander 5, you need to have the key on for it to communicate. I don't know why, so let's go ahead, plug in your communication. Nice air, system power, auto tune running, so there's nothing, network disconnected. So we're gonna go ahead and put key on. All right, you hear all the fuel. All the fuel is now in the line. It's pressurized. Yeah, all right, and there you go. So now you can see network connected. AFR, duty cycle, fuel injection, gear, ignition adjustment, and speed. So all this is actually communicated with this. Nothing done with ignition. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save this just to have it, okay? We're going to save it. I have a lot of maps here. So we're going to save it. I'm just going to go ahead and put raffle stock. All right, so we'll have raffle stock. We'll save it. All right, now we're going to stop all this right here. We're going to load up one of the maps from the white FZ1. So what we're going to go ahead and do is open map. Don't drop on me. And I have a whole bunch in here from small modifications that I've done, whether it be plugs, whether it be new injectors, whether it be a different air filter. So let's go with that, because I know for sure that was a dyno run map that I saved. So we're going to open it. All right. Where is it? Fuel. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and send. You know what? It's enough talking. We're going to go ahead and try to kick this thing over. So here we go. Oh, I guess kickstand's up. What am I missing here? Oh, it's not in gear, or it's in gear. So we're gonna go ahead, put this in. So map is in, and this is legit the first time trying to start this thing. So I hope it goes good. We're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. So, all right. There we go. So, all right, now, that's not bad. It started, it's running. The thing is that the tune's not perfect. We're gonna have to do some adjustments. Now again, like I said, this tune is strictly for, this tune is strictly for my motorcycle. Now the cam timing is different, okay? So we're having a different firing situation there with, that smells a little funky. Anyways, forgot to open the doors. Anyway, so that's good that we even got this thing started. I do have low fuel in there. I didn't put a lot of fuel in there, but I didn't hear any clinking. All right, so at least the cam timing I know is decent, where nothing's hitting. You know, the valve pistons or valves aren't hitting the pistons there, and also, I mean, dude, first time trying to start it and it starts up. So I'm actually pretty excited right now. I was a little worried about the cam timing. Not that I was interference, because I turned that motor over plenty of times to make sure that there was no contact. But the fact is, I didn't know if I made good on my numbers. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead, cut that off for now, and call it good. Okay, so what I did was I took the battery out. And the reason why is because the thing is pretty much dead. I did try to start it a few more times. The first time I did start it, it ran for about a few seconds. The third time I tried starting it, I actually needed to apply throttle to keep it running a little bit, but then it would die still. Now, the thing is that I did check the battery with the multimeter, and it is 11.9 volts, which is pretty much dead actually. And then that second battery on the back end, that is my battery from my personal FC1. Now these batteries have been sitting here all winter so far. It doesn't get freezing temps in this garage, but it does get to like low 40s, high 30s. The thing is that it's still depleting that charge. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and charge that completely, and then I'm gonna throw it back in here and see if that'll change and remedy some of the starting issues and running. Now, if it starts running again and it runs good and then dies, I'll know that it's a bad battery or just a low voltage, and it's not allowing the fuel pump, the injectors, the ignition coils to actually do their job to run properly. Because for those first 8 seconds before it started to die down, it sounded like a pretty good idle to me, especially for a first start after everything that's been done to it. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. In the meantime, while that's doing that, that'll be the end of this video. And then we'll get back to it once I fix it and running again. I'll have that video out. Hopefully it's not too bad. One thing I did notice is that the neutral light was not working. With the kickstand up, down, in neutral, I know it's in neutral. I mean, don't get more neutral than that. So what I'll do is I'll have to figure that out too. There's obviously something that's not grounding out properly. Hopefully it's not the light that's burnt out on the cluster. But so since I am done with this video, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go work on my white FC1. I'm gonna start that right now, and I'll have a video out for you guys very soon about that bike and what's to come. Other than that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. And again, I am so sorry for taking so long to get this video out to you guys. I know it's been a few months, but I've been working hard on the new business as well as trying to find time to get here and get in the garage, but hey, you know what? A lot of it is done and ready, and we'll get this going shortly. Take it easy, guys.